A really fun transformation. This is my sister Bailey. As you can see here, she has really dark hair. I would say about a level 3 or 4 in, and we are wanting to go pretty light today. We are aiming for like a blonde silver tone, so if you are interested in watching this transformation, stay tuned. Also, I know that I look like crap. I just got a spray tan, so don't mind my appearance today. It's an off day and we're just here to do hair, so if you're interested in watching this, stay tuned. Okay, so since this is a color correction, we are going to be starting off by using Scruples Color Delete. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I have talked about this a little bit before. I actually have a video coming soon where I use this on Sarah's hair to get her lighter again, and I have not released that video yet just because I am waiting for details from Scruples on when they are releasing this product, but I promise you guys it is amazing. It is the consistency and texture of Bleach, but it actually doesn't damage the way that Bleach can. So I am using this to pull out most of that dark pigment from her hair. I want to see what we can get using this, and then we will use lightener after because I do want to keep her hair as healthy as possible. So we are going to be starting off by doing this using a platinum card, and the reason I'm doing this is because I just want to get as much lift as we can. I want to even out that canvas so that we have a really good place to go to lift it further. That sounded really dumb and made no sense, but you guys know what I mean. I didn't want to start out by weaving the hair and having random highlights in there. I just want to get a really good even canvas. My level goal for today is like a level 7. If we can get there, I'll be happy. So we are using our Fermar embossed foils, and we are just saturating this area completely. And as you guys can see here, if you look closely, her natural regrowth is coming in, and she's about a level 7. She actually wants to keep a pretty dark base with her blonde, so I am just feathering up, not touching her natural, because if we do, it'll lift out really funny. And then we are just feathering up into the dark. I don't need to cut the dark up there completely since she wants a dark base, but I do want to kick most of it out so that I have control over the tone that's at her base. So we are just going to finish doing this, and we will see how it processes. So this has been sitting about 15 minutes, and if you guys look here, it's actually processing pretty well. It's lifting pretty light in some areas, which is really impressive for that short amount of time. And here we are pulling it out of the bowl. We have left it on for an hour at this point, and I am so impressed with the lift. It lifted pretty evenly, so happy about it. With this product, you can leave it on up to an hour safely. They just don't recommend using it with heat. So now here we are going to be doing a bleach wash, and the reason I am doing this is because I want to saturate this all over that pre-lightened hair now and just pop it out, see what we can get doing this. A bleach wash is a little bit safer than putting foils on right now, and even though her hair is still feeling healthy, I want to make sure we keep it as healthy as possible during this whole process. To do this, I mixed up Magic Lightener with 20 volume, and then I added some shampoo from our back bar into it to give it that bleach wash consistency, and we are just going to be working it through the hair and seeing what we can do, popping that cuticle open a little bit more to see if we get more lift. Alright, so this is the lift we got. As you guys can see, she actually got pretty light. I know that she's orange, but I'm really impressed with how even this lifted out. Obviously, the roots got touched a little bit. It's a little bit unavoidable when you're doing it in the bowl. So there are areas of her roots that are a little more yellow, and then there's some that are still dark. So we are going to be doing a base color to even all of that out, and then we're going to be adding highlights just up top to pop it out a little bit more and see how she lifts. Her hair is still feeling great. It's in really good condition. And today the goal is just to get to like a caramely level 7, like I was saying, and then we'll go further the next session. So I am just going to be doing highlights right here. I'm just doing a mohawk section of baby lights, and I'm hoping that I can get a better idea for how this is going to lift since this is the first time we are doing foils on her.
Looking past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling.
Now I am applying a base color. I am using 5N and 5G. The G is for gold, and the reason I am needing to use that is because since her roots lifted a little bit yellow, I need to add some warmth in so that it doesn't go green or do anything funky or just look flat or muddy. So I am going to be applying this. We're going to let it all sit for 35 minutes, and then we will tone at the bowl.
Fighting off the feeling. One more minute, 'cause I just don't wanna come down, don't wanna go.
You guys, I am so mad. I realized as I was editing that I lost the footage of toning her at the bowl, so I'm just going to quickly explain what we ended up doing here. So I used Shades EQ 4N, and that's what I put on her base and combed it down to give her a base melt. And then we ended up toning with 7P, 7N, and a dash of 6T. This just helps neutralize that warmth and give her a nice beigey caramel tone. I am so impressed with what we got this first session. It's like a dark rooted caramel, and it's actually a really pretty color for the first session. So I'm super impressed with it, and I'm so excited to do round 2. Hi you guys, so it is a few days later and we are back with part 2. We are going to be doing a full highlight today to knock out all of this dark and then some of the warmer ends that we got last time. The first session that we did was mainly just to even out her canvas, and that's what we did. Her canvas is pretty evened out now. We're sitting at about a level 6, 7 in some areas, and now we are ready to go all the way. With a regular client, I would usually recommend going a few weeks to a few months in between sessions just to give their hair time to heal, but her hair is actually really strong and really healthy still, and we are ready to do it again today. So if you are interested in how we take this from a brassy caramely balayage to blonde, then stay tuned. Okay, round 2. I debated dividing this into 2 different videos, but I just figured in the spirit of a true color correction, let's just combine it all into one and tackle it all head on. So as you can see here, I am mixing up 2 formulas. We are using Schwarzkopf Blonde Me, and we are using 20 volume right here. This is what I am going to use on her ends since they are pre-lightened, and then I'm going to be mixing up a 30 volume in the pink bowl, and I'm going to be using that on her base where she's still a little bit darker, has some of that 3N color left over, and I need to kick through it a little bit more. I'm going to be using these 2 formulas throughout her entire head, and I am of course adding the liquid gold Olaplex because we want to keep her hair healthy the entire process.
So how I used to be, looking past my reflection.
Okay, so today I just want to do a full baby light foil. Since we evened out her canvas in the last session, I am going to want to do a lot of lifting today. So as you can see here, I am taking a smaller brush using that 30 volume, and I'm just knocking through any of that dark color that we have left over. I am trying to keep her natural base out. I'm feathering into it a little bit, but for the most part, I'm just not touching it. Then I did the 20 volume there at the bottom. So in this foil, we have both 20 and 30 volume, and this is going to give us a really even lift and keep her hair healthy the entire time. Okay, now that one section is finished, I'm going to be taking my 30 volume and I am just going to be hair painting everything that is left out so that every single piece of hair is touched. The reason I'm using 30, even though it's on her ends, is because I am doing this last so it's not going to sit as long, and I need the lifting power that the 30 gives, but there is Olaplex in it, so it's going to protect the hair, and I probably will rinse these first before I rinse the rest of the foils.
One more minute.
am now working on the hairline, and as you guys can probably see here, this is where she has most of that dark root still. This hair is dark all the way down to the ends for the most part, so I am using just 30 volume, and then once I start to see a little bit of lighter ends as I work my way up, I will transition back into doing the 30 and the 20.
Past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away. Nothing on our loving, maybe time told us that we were different. Did it break you down? Staring at the ceiling, fighting off a feeling. I just don't wanna come down, don't wanna go back to how I used to be.
Baby lights are key in a process like this one. I have said it once and I will say it again. Baby lights are the way to go if you are looking for a nice even lift. The smaller the section, the better it's going to lift out and the less problems you're going to have. So I am making sure I do a tightly packed baby light, and then like I showed before, teasing and hair painting all of the dropouts. All right, her foils are freaking done. I wish I would have counted how many foils I used on her head, but it took me 2 hours to completely foil her. And if you know me, you know that's like unheard of. It was crazy. I am so excited about this, and I am so praying for an even lift. I am putting her under the dryer now, and she's going to sit about 5 minutes under there. We're at the tail end of her lifting process. Now we are at the bowl, and as you can see here, we lifted pretty nicely. She still has a little bit of a dark base, but her ends are definitely a lot lighter. Okay, you guys, I officially fail at filming this video when it comes to toning. I don't know what happened, but I lost the footage of toning her here too. So I will just explain what I did on her base. I did 4N in shades again, but I added a little 5NA just to counteract any warmth that we had. And this is me doing the toner right here. And I did a 7P, 9B, 9P, 8N, 8V, and I think a little 8T. Honestly, when it comes to kicking warmth with tones like this, you just gotta mix up a cocktail and hope for the best. I definitely added cooler tones in to help counteract the warmth, but then I had a little bit of N just to neutralize it so it didn't go too muddy. Okay, are you guys freaking out? Because I am freaking out. This color turned out so amazing. I am amazed that this was only our second session and her hair still feels so good. The plan was actually to leave her extensions out because she's actually been loving her short hair. But as we were drying her hair, she was looking over at Sarah, who has long blonde hair, and she's like, wait, our colors are really similar now, so I think I want long hair. So we ended up putting extensions in last minute. These are colors Jordan and Mariah from my hair extension line, Jessi Styles Co. It's just a rooted dimensional blonde. It's so pretty and the extensions matched dead on. I am so sorry that I forgot to take footage of her hair before the extensions. I wish I would have remembered to do that because it was such a pretty color and such an even lift, and I'm so impressed with it.
Past my reflection, thinking about what you mentioned. It was supposed to be the one to take every last pain away.
All right, you guys, this is the final result. I'm so obsessed with it. What do you guys think? After years and years and years of her being dark, we are finally blonde again, and I'm so happy about it. Who thinks she looks like Dakota Fanning? Because I think so. Yes. So basically what we did, you guys saw the process, color correction, crazy highlight, bleach, all that fun. This was our second session, and you guys saw both of the sessions in this video. So our plan as of right now is we got this really pretty, like, rooted fall blonde, and then our next session we're gonna go white blonde if her hair allows it. So we added these extensions. They're Jordan 22 inches from my line, and we're gonna let her have this for about 6 weeks, and then at her next move up we'll do another highlight and hopefully get lighter. But we kind of love this in between. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and let us know if you guys would like to see the next session. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a good day.